Through this video, I hope to share the aspects of my identity that make me special and who I am today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy. How has my upbringing shaped my identity? In my childhood, I feel like I learned two very important things from my parents: to be open-minded and to be myself. When I was growing up, my parents always wanted me to try new things. This could mean simple things like food, or more meaningful things like making friends with people who are unlike me. Really, whatever the situation, they wanted me to be open-minded to doing things a different way. Now, later in life, I realize that being open-minded has revealed many paths for me. It has allowed me to be friends with those who I may not otherwise have met. Being open-minded has also allowed me to be more accepting of myself. If I was too judgmental of the way I look or the things I like, I would be far less loving of myself. My parents also strongly encouraged me to see things from other people's point of view and to try to understand where they were coming from. This has helped me to solve conflict in a more productive manner by being able to see what I am doing wrong as opposed to always thinking I am right. On occasion, seeing things from another person's point of view has also helped me get what I want. If I can listen to the other person and understand what they are seeing, I can construct a better counter-argument. My parents always told me to be myself when I was younger. They would let me dance around the house and would buy me toy trains for after I was done being a ballerina. They have always encouraged me to be myself and were always exposing me to new things so I could find out who I was. By taking me to plays, I learned that I did not want to act. By having me see live music, I learned I wanted to play the violin. By having me do crafts, I learned I was creative. All of these things have shaped my identity to who I am today. These are the aspects of my identity that I relate to the most and the ones that I feel the most disconnected from. When I took my Strengths Finder assessment, there were a couple strengths that surprised me, but the other few I was sure were me. I would say that the three I am most in touch with would be connectedness, empathy, and ideation. The two strengths that surprised me were strategic and activator. I think that I definitely view connectedness as my top strength. I say this because I consider myself to be very self-aware and connected to myself. I try to do what I call PRT every day. PRT stands for personal reflection time. In this time, I think about how I am doing emotionally and physically and what I need to do to succeed for that moment or day. I say that my strength that comes in last is activator. This does describe me. However, sometimes it is very hard for me to find motivation to start things, or I procrastinate a lot. I do agree that sometimes I do have a lot of motivation to do something, especially if it is a project that I enjoy doing. These are the connections between the aspects of my identity and my personal values, academic interests, and professional goals. I have always valued finding a solution to the problem rather than beating around the bush. I think that this shows my strengths of strategic and activator. They both acknowledge that I am able to solve issues and that I am motivated to do so. Another connection to my personal values would be connectedness. I have always valued a close and connected relationship with myself. I think my strengths relate to my academic interests because I love to use my strength of ideation. This means I like to make my projects and sometimes homework for school fun and different. It also means I prefer to learn in a learning environment fit for creativity. My strength of ideation also leads into my professional goals. I think I would like to major in media studies because of my current career plan. It is to make and edit video ads for local companies. I think that this is sure to show my ideation strength because I do need to be creative and full of ideas for this job to work out. Overall, I can make lots of connections from the aspects of my identity and many other parts and pieces of my life. My identity is what makes me different and unique. It is what has helped me get to the place I am today. And it is what I will continue to learn and change.